Hey everybody, welcome to another Top 5 in 5 where we go through 5 stocks to watch for tomorrow, long and shorts, in about 5 minutes. As always, please subscribe to this channel, click notifications, because what we go over here is extremely timely. So let's just jump right into it. I just want to point out a couple things very quickly. See exactly where you're at here? This is what we've been talking about on the cues. See how we just keep rejecting? Now you have earnings tonight. We're going to go through a bunch of those names very quickly here, but just watch this level. You're going into option expiration tomorrow, and this is what we're dealing with. So very first one to start with is Apple. Okay, Apple's going to be the first one I would like you to watch tomorrow. I'm going to explain why. Earnings were bad, but they were bad because of a supply chain issue. Now, a $2 trillion company is going to get their supply chain issues together. It's just going to happen. Okay, so based upon that, I think that you're going to see institutional buying in this at very specific levels. Now, what we're seeing is we're seeing the 21-day this morning or this afternoon respected. And by that, that's what we want to see, right? We want to see it respect something, and it has. It's completely respected this level. If you look at the low, maybe you went 20, 30 cents below it, but that was it. So that's exactly what we're looking for in a move, okay? And really what we're looking to see it have happen is possibly trade back to flat tomorrow. So if you can get this around, and I'll do the cheat sheet in the back with the entries for everybody, but if you could get this around tomorrow, and we know how these things bounce around after earnings, around the 145 range or less, I would be all over this tomorrow for a trade. I think it's there. Second one is Amazon. Now, Amazon came out and had a really bad quarter. I'm kind of surprised that people are shocked by these quarters, considering that we're no longer all locked in during the pandemic. We obviously have a lot more, a bit mobility to go wherever we want, shop wherever we want, etc. So what I'm getting at here and what's important about this is you have to watch this 200-day because we've been breaking it left and right. But there is a trend line, okay? And here is your trend line, okay? So this is kind of broken. We can get rid of that for now. So this is where you can head to tomorrow, okay? And I think that you watch this line very closely tomorrow. And you're looking at 32.13. So you're looking at 32.13, and then you're looking for a bounce. Now, sometimes these bounces can take a couple days. They don't happen right away, and I'm going to show you one in a moment that has been setting up to bounce and looks like it's about to bounce. But there is one that I want to, I think that people should be looking at shorting. And let's just get right into that. So Facebook, I think this should be on everybody's radar if you're looking to short stocks. And the reason for it is very simple. This move today that they did fundamentally, and this is a technical channel, but this move they did today where they're going to come out and we're going to change the name of our company, that is such a red flag that they are trying to completely rebrand themselves. And it means that they probably are aware that there's more pain to come and they're just not telling people. They haven't been the most forthright corporation, to say the least. So with that said, let's just look at what happened. We rebranded. Okay, we traded up on it, and then we hit the 8-day, and we rejected. Okay, the 21's pointing down, the 8's pointing down, the 50's pointing down. It's a matter of time before this rolls. You now have closed below the 200-day for 3 days in a row. Okay, these are not the signs of something that's going to rally. So what I would focus on with something like this is relatively simple. I would focus on this and say, at the end of the day, any rally up to this level, that 321, we're going to call it level, okay? Any rally up to this point, I would put a short on, and then I would use a close above that line. So it's going to be a very tight stop to cover the short. But I think that you have a short there, and I think it's very doable. And if everyone could just do me a favor, please, and share this video and comment. I'm trying to spread this to more people. I purposely do not run ads, and I sure as heck don't want to run ads for you in the middle of this. I'd rather just give you all the information and just you do what you want with it. But my goal of doing this is to educate more people. So I would really appreciate if you could share this and comment. Thank you very much. The next one let's look at is PayPal. Okay, now PayPal got taken to the woodshed. There's really no other way to say it, right? They had, and we can see all these lines up here, but the one that's going to be most important, and we're going to drill down into multiple time frames here in a moment. But the one that's most important is this, okay? And let's get rid of all these indicators. We all know that they're pointing straight down. Let's just clean up that chart a little bit. So here's our H. The H broke. Today we have what? Okay, we almost had a hammer, right? Almost a dragonfly, but no. This is what we have, but we have our first green day. And where do we have it? Right on a support line. Let me just show you this chart and caveat. I already did have a starter position in this, and based upon a couple things, I'll probably be adding to it. So let's just give you a couple things that I was looking at with this that I thought were pertinent. And we'll get rid of these averages. And we're just going to throw this RSI in real quick. So today, here's the RSI down here. Here's your RSI, okay, straight across. Note how it's pointing up. What is that? Stock's coming down. The RSI is pointing up. What is that? That is a positive divergence. What hasn't the stock been able to do since we started this recent descent? Close above the 50 on the RSI. What did we do today? Broke it. And on top of that, we broke the wedge line. The more things you can overlay that you utilize on a trade, the more proficient you'll get and the better the chances of the trade working are. Okay, just remember that. So we broke out of here. Very simple. I mean, all you're looking for tomorrow is a higher high. I mean, that's literally it. You're probably looking for 238. So you're really looking for 238 on PayPal. And I like the name a lot, and I think it's just been completely obliterated. On the Pins news, and you have earnings next week. I don't think that they're going to be awful. Now let's focus on Team for a minute. Team is going to be the fifth one. So Team, last time we came out with earnings, we opened and ran. They were exceptional. I'm seeing some things that you could, let me just get to the daily. I'll do it that way. So I'm seeing some things here. And what I would be focused on very cleanly is this, okay? As long as you're above the high of this bar, okay, which is 434. Now, you don't know where we're going to open tomorrow, but above 434, I would be looking for pattern recognition and to put a trade on. It's very possible. This report was excellent. It's very possible you see another move like this, right? And that was a really nice move. Okay, it was 40-point move on a $300 stock, 12%. So that's it. Everybody, have a great evening, and I will talk to you tomorrow.